typical kind of hoodie. Now your hoodie is going to be about this high. Does that look about right? Right? I'm going to add one center point here. And I'm going to give him a cone head. And then from here, I'm just going to pull out a shape. Now that could be too wide, it could be too narrow. Let's maybe bring it in a little bit. Okay, so you have your opening. Now depending on the complexity of your hoodie, so that looks okay to me. Now you're going to have a neck seam, so we can do it a couple of ways. Now I'm going to give it this neck seam, about so. Now the hoodie is, sometimes there's a neckband on the hoodie, sometimes it just goes right to here. So let's just assume that it goes right to there. So I'm going to add there's a point there. And I'm going to bring this point down. Now oftentimes you'll have a drawstring around the face. So I'm going to Command C, Command F, and I'm going to just bring this line out. Oop. There, that's why. All right, so this will be a stitch line. So this will be the stitch around the face. I'm going to cut away this part that I don't want. I will add all my top stitching details, usually that's associated with a hoodie. And you may want to do another line in there. Now if you want this to be a little bit wider, you can do that as well. And then you can go ahead and add these little holes. For your lace. Now on your hoodie, sometimes you'll have one single seam in the middle, sometimes you'll have two. So it's up to you how you want to do it. I'll put one single seam. And then you're going to have ribbing. So we're just going to create ribbing at the bottom. And clipping mask. Now you can actually cheat. You've already created it. Let's use it for the cuff. And we will flip it or reflect it. Now if you want to do a kangaroo pocket, all right, so now I have two shapes. I only want one. I'm going to use my shape builder. And I've just created one shape. Groovy, huh? Then I'm going to add my top stitching. When you guys are doing your drawings, don't be afraid to zoom in and look at your details. Oftentimes you're looking at from so far away, you can't tell what you're drawing. Now if you want to do a zipper, Using my shape builder again, holding down Option, I can cut away those pieces I don't want. And we will group this. Let's give it some color. It's got color. And this is a little too thin, so I'll just use my pencil. And I'll bump it up. And I'm going to round off the cap so it's more rounded. Now you can make those holes a little bit smaller. Now you're going to have the inside of this as well. So you do the back of the neck. And realistically, you're going to have a line that goes on the inside of this. This is the back of the, you can make it a little off center a little bit. So you got your hoodie. Now if you're doing it for women, or if you want it a little bit tighter down here, you can do it this way. Say we bring this into here. And we just add an anchor point. I'm doing it right above it, but I'll move it down just because it usually gets kind of messy. And you can pop that out too on the sleeve.